$50. That's what he asked for. April 16th, 1985, Soviet Embassy, Washington, D.C. A man walks in carrying a white plastic bag. Inside are names. Real names of people working in secret behind the Iron Curtain. He asks for $50,000. They give him 50. Within 18 months, 10 of those people will be dead. This is the story of Aldrich Ames, the most damaging traitor in CIA history. Langley, Virginia, 1985. CIA headquarters. Concrete and glass. Brutalist architecture hidden in the woods. Inside, fluorescent lights hum. Beige walls. Beige carpets. On the 4th floor works Rick Ames, 43. Receding hairline. Wire-rimmed glasses. Unremarkable. His colleagues call him sloppy. His reviews say mediocre. He shows up late. Drinks too much. But nobody knows Rick is drowning. $40,000 in debt. Marriage failing. And he's met someone new. Rosario, Colombian. Beautiful, expensive taste. The kind of life a government salary can't afford. So Rick starts looking for a way out. Ames had learned something during his Mexico City posting. He learned how recruitment worked, how the KGB thought. Now he has an idea. What if he reversed it? What if he sold them what they wanted most? Names. April 16th, he walks into the Soviet embassy. No appointment. He asks to speak to the KGB resident. The receptionist looks confused. Americans don't just walk in, but Ames is insistent. Eventually, they let him in. He hands over documents identifying several CIA assets, asks for $50,000. The Soviets need verification. They give him $50. Come back, they say. Ames walks out into April sunlight. He's crossed a line he can never uncross. 1985, 2 months later, Ames returns, this time with more, much more. He provides identities of over 10 sources inside the Soviet Union. The KGB pays him $50,000 cash, but in Moscow, they're moving fast. Dmitry Polyakov, Soviet general, spying since 1961, arrested, executed. Adolf Tolkachev, aviation expert, arrested, executed. Sergei Motorin, KGB officer, double agent, arrested, executed. By year's end, the CIA's entire Soviet network collapses. At Langley, alarm bells ring. They start investigating, but they're looking in the wrong places. They don't suspect a mole, not yet. Meanwhile, Ames is getting richer. $500,000 house, cash, red Jaguar, Italian suits. His colleagues notice, but Ames says Rosario's family has money. Everyone believes him. Who would be stupid enough to flaunt wealth if they were actually a spy? 1991, 6 years later. The Cold War is ending, but the mystery deepens. New investigation, codename Night Mover. This time they compare timelines. When sources got compromised versus who had access. Slowly, a pattern emerges. One name keeps appearing, Aldrich Ames, but Ames is too obvious, too sloppy. They assume they're looking for a mastermind, so they keep searching. 1993, the FBI starts surveillance. They follow him, tap his phones, monitor his finances. What they find is shocking. Over $1 million deposited in 8 years. He can't explain it. February 21st, 1994, 7 a.m. Frost on the ground. FBI agents move in. In his car, documents he was passing that very day. In his house, thousands more. Ames confesses almost immediately. So why did he do it? Ideology? Revenge? No. Money. That's it. He wanted a bigger house, a nicer car, to impress a woman. It's almost disappointing, isn't it? We want our traitors to be complex, but Ames was motivated by debt and vanity. Psychologists point to something deeper. His father was a CIA officer who failed, an alcoholic in mediocre postings. Rick inherited that legacy. Same mediocrity, same drinking. He wanted to be different. When he couldn't succeed, he betrayed. He rationalized everything. The intelligence wasn't important. The people were expendable. He deserved the money. 10 people died because of him. Their families never learned what happened. And Ames bought a Jaguar. 1994. Ames pleads guilty. Life without parole. His wife gets 5 years. Deported after release. Case closed. Except it isn't. Ames was caught because he was stupid. Because he was obvious. But what about the smart ones? The ones who don't buy Jaguars, who don't flaunt wealth. What about the ones still out there? The CIA's damage assessment was devastating. Over 100 operations compromised. Decades of intelligence lost. But there's another question. How did someone so incompetent stay employed for 30 years? How did someone with failing reviews and drinking problems maintain security clearance? The answer is uncomfortable. The system isn't designed to catch people like Ames. It's designed to process paperwork. Individual judgment gets lost in the machinery. Aldrich Ames sits in a federal prison in Pennsylvania, 79 now. He gives occasional interviews, shows no remorse. He says he'd do it again. Somewhere in America right now, there's probably another Aldrich Ames. Someone with access, someone with debt, someone standing at a crossroads, wondering what their price is. $50? $50,000? Turns out, not much at all. That's the thing about secrets. They're only worth what someone's willing to pay. And someone is always willing to pay.